Hi everyone. Okay, welcome to this second part of fragments, and we'll be creating our fragments and transiting from one fragment to another. Okay, let's quickly create our fragments. Okay, not here. So we'll go to app. Remember, it's in our project pane. Okay, Java, and here com dot. Okay, this is where our main activity is the package. So I'll just click it, right click here and then go to new and then I look for fragments. I'll go to blank fragment. Okay, and then I'll name this um, first fragment. Okay, just click finish. So to generate the fragment. Okay, and this fragment, there's so many codes here, like you can see in fragment dot kt first fragment dot kt file. There's so many codes here which I would be taking away. Okay, the code used to inflate the view. So to bring this view fragment first to um, the Kotlin file to connect both of them together, it's the onCreate view. Not like in the activity it's the onCreate, but in fragment is the onCreate view. So I'll remove every other code except the onCreate view code method, the onCreate view method, and I'll remove every other code. Okay, I'll take this ones out also. Now I think that's better. That's better. Okay. So you can see it's add the layout of fragment first. That's this XML layout. I just want to design this XML layout. We're using a blank. Okay, I'll give this an ID of TV text view one. Okay, and then give it a size, text size of 18 sp. Okay, I would go to the design and okay, it's a frame layout. Sorry, it's a frame layout. I would change it to um, a constraint layout. Yes, I'll change it to a constraint layout, and then sorry, design. Yes, okay. Code. Okay, it's match parent. I'll change this to wrap content, wrap content, so that I'll be able to do exactly what I want to do. So I'll go to design. So that is it. So constraints to top, constraints to bottom, constraints to the sides. Yes. Now it's in the middle. Exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Okay, so that's it. And that's our first fragment. We could shorten this code and pass this the layout as a constructor. Okay, you have the uncreate view. The uncreate is used to create just like we have in our main activity, but we use uncreate view. But I can just shorten this code by passing it as a constructor in the fragment class. Okay, this is what I mean. I will copy this and put it here, passing it as a constructor here, and then I can delete this. So it works like this. It's still going to work the same way. Okay, so I'm going to create another fragment, the second fragment. So what I'll just do, I'll just go to the first fragment, Control Z, C, Control C, just copy it, come here, Control V. So I'll name this second fragment, and I will go to the resources layouts and then fragment first. I'll Control C and then come here to layout and Control V. So I'll put this fragment second. Okay, and I'll refactor. So you see it's already created. So we need to do some changes. It's same, okay. When second fragment second and the same first fragment. So we change this from first to um, second. Okay. And take from text view 1 to text view 2. Okay. Okay. Let's say I change this to fragment 2. Okay. The second fragment dot kt. Instead of fragment first, I'll say fragment second. Okay. So yes, we've set up our fragments and we're ready to make use of it from our main activity. So let's link it to our main activity. And then to do that, you have to go to this. You can just cut it, control V. You can put this in a frame layout. Okay, sorry, not here. Control Z. Control Z. Yes. Sorry, it's first fragment.xml. Instead of making constraints, we could actually use frame layout here. Okay, because it's just holding only one view. That's what frame layout is meant to be, to hold just one view. But we can just leave it like that. So we go to our main activity.kt and then we'll call reference the buttons, that's the XML buttons here, button 1 and button 2. So to do that, we'll go here and we'll say var button 1 button equals to find view by ID, and then okay. So if we say find view by ID, it won't show us the greater than or lesser than bracket anymore because it's already referenced here. If it wasn't referenced here, we'll have to put it somewhere here like this. button. Well, so go r.id dot let's go back. Okay, supposed to be it's on TV. Supposed to be button btn. Change that to btn. Okay. On there, make it btn fragment one, and then we'll do it for the second one. Button two from the find view by id id dot button fragment two. So button one dot set on click listener. Okay, to do this, and then we're saying button dot set on click listener curly braces. Remember curly braces, curly braces. Okay. So how you do it is first, before we look at what the buttons will do, we want to put the first fragment in this space, in this frame, the container. We want to use put the first fragment just at default. So to do that, you would say support action bar. Sorry, support. Please don't mind the background. Support fragment manager dot begin transaction, and then we'll use one of Google's Kotlin apply. So this dot apply, it's one of let's say the libraries in Kotlin that we can be able to use to shorten our codes. So the first thing we'll do is replace. So the first container is the ID the of the fragment. Okay, I need to change this. Viewing. Okay, I need to change this from TV fragment one to button btn fragment one, and here button fragment one. Okay, so I'm looking at the fragment container. That is the ID I'm looking for. Okay, so here I'll put r dot id dot sorry r dot id dot fragment container, and then I intend to put the okay. Haven't created instances of the fragment. So to create instances of the fragment, I'll use the var first fragment equals to first fragment. Okay. Uh, so var, I'll use var because it's not changing, and then var second fragment equals to second fragment. So we've created instances of it. So first fragment is what we want to put here. First fragment, and then commit. So what we just do is simply when you run the code, if you run the code now, what you will see is the first fragment occupying this. So the buttons have not been activated. If you click button, fragment button 2, it will not work. Nothing will happen. Fragment button 1, nothing will happen because we have not written codes for it. So right now, that's what we want to just implement. So what we just do is to copy this code and paste here, and then so it's this also first fragment, but one is for fragment one. So what we'll change here is this to second fragment. We can change this. So second fragment. Now, if you run your app and you click fragment one to show fragment one, click fragment to show fragment. Normally your app shows fragment one. So if you click fragment to shows fragment two. What would the fragment to say? Fragment second fragment is supposed to say fragment two, and the first fragment is supposed to say okay, let me change this to fragment one. Okay, so that's what fragment one will show. But if you press the back button, like the back button is going to just exit the app. So we'll just take care of this, and that's because fragments are not stacked like activities. So that you can easily go back. When I mean stacked, you know the way boosts are stacked, and then if you want to go up and down, it's just easy. That's not the way fragments are made. But then we'll add that just immediately after the replace function. Okay, we could add the to backstack. And normally we're supposed to add the string or a name here, but we just want the Android system to do it everything automatically. It's intelligent enough, so we'll put no here, and then we can copy this code and paste it here. So okay, no need to do that for this place because this is the one that calls the initial screen when you open the app. This is what you see. So it just directs us to the first fragment. So if you click button one, first fragment, button two, second fragment. So instead of intent like you have in activities, we use support fragment transactions. We use transactions, okay, in fragment. I hope you now know how to use fragments, how to create one, and how to pass from one fragment to the other. Okay, see you next time.